Here we are, just finishing up this battle before we make it into the town of Cinderton. All of my guys are really low, except for the Mystic, who has managed to escape most of the damage. And she's going to use some of her strong heals. Look at the stack damage on the Marksman. Marksman almost died right there from all the poison and stuff like that that's stacked. Fortunately, Lullaby is taking effect and helping us out. And we're going to knock down the guys that are still awake. And we've got to use our, not enough MP to use our strongest heal, so we've got to do small heals. I should have perhaps cleansed instead to get rid of all that poison. But I should be able to take this guy out and be okay. It's just the residual damage when the marksman's turn comes up again might be a problem. It'd be nice to keep her alive at least. And we'll find out now. Oh, dead. Too much poison. Okay, might as well revive her, get her back on her feet. At least the poison's gone then. Funny little miracle of that, dying at all. Okay, we're doing all right then. We can clean these guys up without any problem. Okay. Yes, keep going with the renew. We're low on points, but we're about to step into town. Won't be a problem. And that's right, the marksman gets a 10% heal each turn from the cocoon shirt. The thing's awesome. That's another one of those items that you just don't want to get rid of, right? I mean, it starts getting to the point where it's no longer as effective. You know, there's a lot better armor to be had and so on. But the heal is just so nice to have a little bit of replenish coming on your character when their turn is up. And eventually, though, it gets too dated, and it's not providing enough protection. All those trade-offs between a really cool item and the fact that it's cool but not any longer very useful. Okay, we got two people that leveled. And the marksman, gotta build that stamina. Just a little bit more luck. I'm going to keep squeaking that up further and further because it's great, because then maybe you can perhaps get lucky and dodge more poison attacks or so on. Or get criticals more often. Okay, a few steps to town, and here we are at the town of Cinderton. First thing is refill all my guys. Kind of funny that I had two people level and get filled right outside the door. But that's okay. Okay, pole arm. Problem is it's not ranged. And I don't really want to front roll my guy. The plus 10 critical is nice. This bow doesn't seem any better than what the marksman's currently using. The speed boost is nice. The critical drop is not nice. What to do there? Tiger Claw, obvious for a ninja. I don't have one of those. The Kukri, the Mako, whatever. Flanged Mace, 20% chance to stun. That's really great. And the damage goes up, but again, speed goes down. And it's not ranged. He'd have to go front row, I think. Okay. That stun chance is really great, though. You get to take a guy's turn away. 20% chance of taking a turn away. That's always great. It's been really good with the Bard. Bard's using great stuff, so I don't want him to use this, but maybe the Mystic. 50% chance to cast a lightning spell. Okay. Adds plus 10 to block. Looking through the armor now, we see a male hauberk, which is nice, but again, this is where I'm running into the trade-offs between the cocoon shirt and added armor and added block. And it'd be interesting to work out the actual numbers with what they really do. Now this seems like a no-brainer. 5 armor, 8 block, or power gloves. Plus 500 max MP. Are you kidding me? Insta-buy. Especially for the Mystic who can use them. So yeah, for sure get 2 of those right away, and I'm going to check on those Titan guards for the Templar. I'm not sure yet, because I don't know if he needs really needs 500 MP. There might be something else nicer here for him. These dungarees. So, okay, hold on. I'm just clicking through. So, plus 15 block, plus 3 strength. And that's really great for the Templar specifically. So I think I'm going to go with that for him instead of power gloves. And let's see, a salad. 3 armor, 3 strength, 10 accuracy. Yeah, sounds like a no-brainer. It's a brain bucket. Hopefully there's a brain underneath that helmet. And silver cuisses. Suisses. I wonder how that's really pronounced. I don't even know. Cuisses, we'll call it. Okay, back to the menu thing. You know, the old classic Japanese style RPG, the JRPG. Yeah, menus are a big part of it. And it's part of the game. I talked about this way back at the beginning, just saying, you know, if you don't have the patience to look at better items and kind of celebrate getting better equipment and getting the coolest stuff on your guys and whatever, maybe these types of games aren't for you, but there's a certain thing in getting excited about the fact that you got a really cool item, a really cool loot drop, a really cool shop purchase for your characters, and it's just part of the whole experience. So I don't know if it's boring out there watching me click through these different things and finding out what's better. It's kind of fun for me, recognizing that I have something equipped on another guy which actually would help a different guy a lot more, and then watching the results. I enjoy that kind of thing. But then again, here I am doing a playthrough of this kind of game. Cloth gloves. Can you believe he's still using that after all this time? Or she is, in this case, the mystic that was. And, you know, +1 stat items are always nice. But we have... This is a pretty good upgrade. So if you could get to Cinderton any earlier, if there's any way you could sneak up here and get upgrades, you would have some OP equipment. But I don't know if there's any way. Okay, we're back in the shop, and this time we're in the Sell tab and getting rid of some of our old equipment, the stuff that can't possibly have any use. In there I realize my helmet. I forgot to equip that, the salad. Or the salette. Probably a salette. Probably like a French helmet or something like that. And these bandit nicks, 3 armor plus 5 dodge, would actually be better than what the marksman is wearing, but I've forgotten what the marksman is currently wearing at this time. Sorcerer's robe, that plus 20 MP, that was great back in the day, but it has outlived its usefulness. Plus 15% speed, we have an item that's better than that. So we'll lose that one as well. We're getting cleaned out, and I also want to stock back up on potions and things like that. They are expensive, we're expensive, but I need to be locked and loaded with lots of them. Mana potions are still pretty expensive, but I'll just stock up on tons of magic vials. The only drawback is you'd want to use them outside of battle, because you get to use a lot of them in a row rather than burning someone's whole turn to get back 30, all of 30 MP, and the stage of game we're at, 30 MP is not a lot anymore. And evidenced by that fact, in this shop they won't even sell you anything but potions now that do 1,000 heal. So yeah, we're getting a little later stage here, mid to late stage game probably. And some waters of life, we need lots of that. Always good to be drinking from the water of life, especially when you're dead. Okay, these few items that I had forgotten, clicked on the Templars tab. The hidden hood is actually a good item. It is a very good item. And now we're looking at the Titan guards. And the hide kilt is a good item as well. I think I looted that somewhere along the way because I don't remember buying it. And you can just now buy it, as far as I recall. but those silver cuisses will go with those instead. Cocoon shirt's really great for now, but we've got to get the power gloves because I want for my marksman to be able to spam MP fueled attacks constantly. And I want to put these banded nicks at least on, the hide kilt on the bard. So if you're at this stage of the game of the bard, those are those kinds of items that you should be looking for. This is what I have equipped at this stage. Now you might be playing it differently with a little more front row guys, direct damage attack. But as far as armor and stuff goes, I think this is the best you can have at this stage. The old gold gambeson. Still using it. Still finding it handy. Man, 1 armor on that linen cap. That's got to get changed as well. Might have to step back in the shop very briefly to see if I can change that out, because that's really not acceptable at this stage of the game. Now I have this Chris attack equipped on my Mystic in order to give her a speed boost, 15% speed boost. And I think there's something better here. That does 15%. Kukri. No, I guess not. I don't see one at the moment. Okay, I guess not. I'm thinking for her, she's not really a damage dealer. I just want her turn to come up as often as possible, so I'm basically putting items on her that boost her speed. So that way, perhaps she can cleanse more quickly and get my party back using all of their abilities, or... Okay, this adds stun. Speed goes down a bit. I'm still thinking about that. But the damage on this is a lot better and does the same thing, so maybe I should get a couple of those kukris for her anyway. So I'm using the handy-dandy info buttons below the player's name to compare the actual stats of what things do. And yeah, the Mystic needs that 3 armor. The +1 intelligence is nice. So we will upgrade her. The Adept's Robe +8 to light and dark spell damage. And I've started using the whips that with the light attack attached to them, and I wonder if that would help with the Bard. I don't know if that's considered a spell. I mean, it is on the weapon, but it's not the character doing a spell. So that would be a question. Maybe I could up the light damage with the whips. So I could put it on the Mystic because she has Prism now, which does group damage to everybody with light damage. But I want to try this on the Bard because it's just an interesting idea. Because his weapon is doing a light spell damage, it'd be awesome if he could drop even more with his regular attack, because he does attack so often. I don't know. It might not work. We'll give it a shot. Okay, all our upgrades happening. You notice I'm still running the pinwheel on the Mystic, by the way. I wasn't convinced. I'm still not convinced of its effectiveness. Sometimes it's awesome, and it seems like most of the time it's kind of like nothing. So we're still trying it out, though. What if it totally saves you in some fight? I'm giving it a shot, at the very least. And we're going to upgrade this Corruption Rod to the Thunder Rod, which does a lot better. And we've got to get this Chris upgraded for the Mystic, because it's just so low damage now. Really low damage. And I think that Kukri is better. If I have enough money left, I have exactly enough. Well, plus $100, 128 coins. But we'll equip that on her, and looks like we're going to venture off in the next video. Be right back.